You don't need to be a genius to see Hashem's wisdom. You just need to know where to look. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for joining me here on a brand new episode of Shaar HaBechinah. Now, Ahavas Hashem tells us a wise man who is insightful will choose from the world's knowledge that which pertains to its spiritual and intangible aspects. That means don't just learn facts of life. Use your knowledge to see the hand of Hashem. Reflect on how everything from the joints of your fingers to the structure of your soul points right back to the Creator, who is kind, intelligent, and intimately involved in every detail of your life. Take your fingers, for instance, right? For example, your neck can move freely in almost every direction, but your fingers, right, they can only bend one way. Why? Because if they bent backwards, you couldn't hold anything, right? It would bend right back and fall down. That limitation, what seems like a flaw, is actually a perfect design. It's a sign of Hashem's wisdom in even the smallest joints of our body. Now, Ahavas Hashem takes us deeper. The more hidden something is, the more powerful its lesson is. He says studying the obvious is easy for everyone, but to uncover Hashem's secrets in the less obvious, like the joints, the balance of the body, the systems behind nature, that takes effort. And the Mishnah in Avos tells us the reward is in proportion to the exertion that we do. The more difficult the discovery is, the greater the reward. And what's the real purpose of all this knowledge? It's not just to be amazed, it's to climb. The text says in the pasuk, we should use this knowledge like a ladder, step by step, to get closer to Hashem and use it as a tool to increase our Emunah chushas, which is a faith we can actually feel inside. Not just accept it because that's what our society, that's how we grew up. When we see the wisdom, we feel the greatness of the one who made it. And that leads to the final stage, which is gratitude. When you reflect deeply on what Hashem has done for the world and for you personally, you become overwhelmed with love. You realize Hashem gave you everything in life: sight, stability, purpose, and He gave it to you before you even did a single mitzvah, before you even deserved it, I would say, but we never really deserve because we can't even catch up with what God has given us, the kindness that He's shown us. But in any way, the pasuk does say over there, and these previously were not required. He just gave it because of the kindness that Hashem has, the love that He has. The Rambam says that the more you know Hashem, the more you really think about Him and you understand Him, the more you love Him. And the more you love Him, the more you want to serve Him. You want to be a better Eved Hashem. Not from guilt because that's the way you were told, oh, you need to love Hashem, but from gratitude because you've got to know what it's about. So here's the challenge. Take time to study the world, not just for science, but for soul. Let your wonder lead you to complete worship of Hashem, and let the knowledge open the doors for love for Hashem, to become a better, closer Eved Hashem. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here today, and I love you all.